everybody. Morning.
Hey.
Hello.
Morning, Glenn.
Morning.
Morning, Pin Chuan. Hey guys, good to see you here. SiTadeL has been renovated. This is our supply chain control tower system. In 2017, SiTadeL won us the Supply Chain Asia Innovation of the Year award. It's a very special place for us. This is actually the nerve center of our operations. We actually manage our customers' operations and get efficiencies for our customers through this entire operations room. SiTadeL this morning was actually a point of focus for our conversation with our customers. We are building SiTadeL into our customers' solutions. And this morning we were actually telling them how they can better operate their business with the use of SiTadeL as a software in their operations.
That's only possible because of ST Logistics' strong emphasis on cybersecurity. As part of the initiative to better protect our IT assets, we'll be implementing various solutions like network implementation, network segregation, and advanced threat protection. Besides all this, I think the most important of all is to create a strong sense of cybersecurity awareness. And that's where we'll be creating various campaigns to polish up the initiative on that. And I hope you guys didn't click on the phishing email test that was conducted recently.
Yeah. It's getting professional.
You seem to be enjoying this a lot. Right, just a couple of days ago, I saw a mail and straight away the first thing to do is make sure it's a phishing email. Better go and click first. But I think on a serious note, I think it's important. I think over the years we realized the importance of cybersecurity and the impact on the business as a whole. I thought the awareness is something that we should be really focused about to do. Well, joke aside, we are talking about the SiTadeL. Certainly, it's very futuristic, it's very impressive, and I hope we can learn more business for the company. Yeah.
Actually, this is really kudos to the team behind SiTadeL, Kathy, Melvin, Wei Sheng, and Nizam. They come from different backgrounds, but they conceptualize this SiTadeL ground up and in such a short span of time. I think really we have a talented group of people over here. Actually, guys, why are we standing up? Let's take a seat.
Sure.
Yeah, come.
Let's go.
Let's go. You know, gentlemen, we have really grown considerably over the last few years. This place is a brand new place, a brand new physical space. But back end, there are a lot of process automation that we do, such as using solutions like Power BI, Power Automate, and also brand new state-of-the-art solutions for our customers. Extremely customer-centric. I think this is our goal and mantra. And all these solutions are also promulgated on the ground. I'm sure you may know that we have a lot of satellite supply chain control towers where the general managers of our various business units can feel the pulse on the ground and make the necessary interventions depending on what's happening to their respective businesses. But in the event that we have a large-scale national event, we need the entire leadership team over here in this main supply chain control tower. It can be done. We have 2 state-of-the-art video conferencing facilities. We have working facilities. We have meeting room. This place is ready to stand up for any national large-scale events. We have really, really come quite far.
Indeed. In fact, Glenn, let me show you some of the automations we have in Clementi 5 that best reflect the Homeland security capabilities. Right? Vijay, you want to join us?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome. I promise you a tour of the warehouse. Welcome to Clementi 5, to our pride and joy, it's HLS. All right, just to let you know, this is a typical warehouse, but what I'm going to show you is the one that's going to make a difference. Yeah? So what you see here is a typical, what we call the ASRS, Automated Storage and Retrieval System. This can house up to 9,000 pallets, and this serves as a primary storage space for bulky items. So for most of the thing that we do here is basically to support the home team department, right? So equipment that used to be parked or deployed in the unit is all centrally managed here. And we do a day-to-day operation, day-to-day delivery whenever the HTD actually put up the request to us, right? So you have 10 ministries to manage, right? But still, there are the 3 king ones, which is the SPF, SCDF, and the prisons. So if this is the primary, let me show you what this is all about. So Glenn, if that was a primary storage, right, what they do is basically they'll bring all these bulk items and they will bring bulk here. The stuff here basically what it's doing, what you see the bin, the yellow bin is what we call the storage bin. It can house up to 16,000 storage bin, and these are meant for fast moving items. What the guys need to do, the system tells you what item to pick, what quantity to pick, and it will just put inside the bin. That basically close the process of what we call the bin in or the storage in. All he needs to do is just look at the system and we're good to go. This, what you are saying, The blue bins are what we call the order bin, individual order bin. Last time, for 5 orders, 5 pieces of document, 5 people need to run around to collect the item. As opposed to now, the staff just need to be here, 5 orders comes in, call out for the item that need to fulfill the order, click, look at the system, good to go, off it goes. So the amount of productivity saved from just introducing this system, what we call the mini load, changed the whole entire game plan on how we run operation. This place is pretty old, but it's given a new lease of life because we introduced things like mini load, ASRS. But what you see here are small items. Then what happened to the big item? What you see right now is the same concept of goods to light pick. What you see behind you are all the robots that we call the Geeks Plus, right? And it's the same thing. I'm not using the people to pick. I'm using the technology that's out there to help me to do the job better. All he needs to do is to check, and what he calls is he will call all the robots that you see here to do all the moving forward and for him to just to load. So there's a lot more that we intend to do. There's a lot more things that we want to do. I'm sure Pin Chuan have an idea or two that he can share of what we see in this warehouse environment of automation and technology. What did you say?
So really to add to Hama, I think the entire innovation journey is a continuous one. And I think many of the ideas we want it to be ground up, so that when the ideas from ground up, it get implemented into our daily processes and the people really benefits from it. Yeah. So what you see is an internal to the HLS team. And even to our customer, as we partner them over the years, we also want to become their capability developer. Right? We help them to think what better way are they to do things. I mean, while we have implemented the automated equipping system, the file and clear property office, we are not happy to just stay there. So we are constantly looking at the next step. What more can we do? How can we make your process more efficient? I mean, one is to serve the home team. The other one is actually to serve back to the larger society, which is our Singaporeans, which makes our job a lot more meaningful and purposeful moving forward.
Yeah. Push.
Yes,
I think this is
correct.
Glenn, I hope it gives you a better insight on what the HLS does. We talk about technology enabler, we talk about the people, and what you got to see is really what's happening on the ground. Right? I think we are aligned, and I hope it gives you a bit more better understanding on what HLS does in our business too.
Definitely. Thanks Hama, thanks Pin Chuan for your support, man. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate the partnership that we have.
Okay, I remember this situation in 2015, specifically it's GE 2015, where we were called upon to set up the rally sites for the elections. And that moment, that year was, interestingly enough, it coincided with the Hungry Ghost Festival and also the NDP. And if you're aware, right, such incidents or such event, there's a lot of this demand. And one of the key things that actually affected us was the tentage. So we had our people sourcing even the smallest company that deals with tentage, and guess what? There isn't any, right? And we were a little bit more in that state of what do we do there for? Interestingly, we just talked about it and said, let's try a container office, an air-conditioned container office, and see whether this is something that can be replaced. It's not a case that we are not able, we can't provide, but seriously, there wasn't any tentage that's available in the market. Now, pleasantly surprised when we mooted the idea to the customers, and guess what? And they're pretty open about it. Now, it tells us one thing, right? We are never short of being creative and innovative in the way we do things. The question we always ask ourselves, therefore, why is it that business is given to STL to do, in particular for HLS? The one thing that we conclude, right, because when we give a high assurance of success and delivery, that makes a difference to the company, that makes a difference to the vertical, because this is what it means to be in STL, this is what it means to be in HLS. And I'm sure there are many more stories. And yeah, well done, man. I just heard about the success of a recent award, a cybersecurity certification from CSA for you guys.
Thank you so much, Hama. I would have attributed that to the hard work of the team, from the preparation stage to eventually attaining the certification. While you guys are running your operations, we do our best at the back end, right, to provide the business with a safe and secure cyber environment. One of the key objectives for cybersecurity is to leverage the use of artificial intelligence at machine learning so that we are able to use these technologies to reduce the workaround time, the turnaround time, to detect anomalies. Well, at the end of the day, we believe that each one of us are standing in our own respective domains in order to do our best to create the best value for our customers.
I think here in ST Logistics, there's no Superman. The business units are there fighting for businesses, or the corporate office, the corporate units are there providing the necessary support. So we move out together as one STL, so that if anybody deals anything with us negatively, they're not facing one guy, they're not facing one vertical, they're facing the entire one STL. This is something special about us, it's in our DNA.
Yeah, and Glenn, interestingly, we are having this conversation in SiTadeL. In 2015, there wasn't a SiTadeL at all. SiTadeL in many ways is actually the start of the company's digitalization journey. It is the nerve center, the system that we use to operate our businesses across all the verticals. It has set us apart from our competitors. In 2015, our competitors didn't have SiTadeL as well. We were the first to have a supply chain control tower in the industry. And because of that, we won the Supply Chain Asia Innovation of the Year award. Now, SiTadeL is not something that just sets us apart. It allows us to operate our customers' businesses very differently as well. Today, many other competitors also have an equivalent of SiTadeL. But the reason why we are special, and we have continued to be special in SiTadeL, is because we have continued to innovate SiTadeL. We have just not stopped where we were when we first developed the system for the first time in 2015. We have actually advanced it. And because of that, we have continued to set ourselves differently from the rest of the market. It is the same for us in the public sector vertical as well. We are building different innovative businesses with our customers today. And it is actually the DNA, the mantra that drives us to continue to innovate for our customers. Don't you think, Pin Chuan?
Yeah, exactly. I think the importance of SiTadeL is really the innovation and what we put inside to serve our businesses. For instance, we have the courier management system as well as the event management system. So the courier management system actually provides real-time tracking of our deliveries, as well as provide an online proof of delivery. Right? The event management system actually we use it for general election purpose. We use it for National Day rally to prove that our guys on the ground actually deliver what needs to be done for our customer. In fact, over and above, we also have the asset management system that was developed in tandem to the processes and workflow that is required by MOE. So with this system, we are actually able to track things like our canoe, microscope, even the rifles, air rifles in the armed squads. I think all said, we need to remain hungry and we need to continue to innovate to remain competitive in this industry. And more importantly, we need to continue to value add to our customer.
I fully agree with you, Pin Chuan. Fully agreed. I think in ST Logistics, we have a three-step process. I think first, we are not afraid to take preemptive strikes so that we can pre-position ourselves for the future. We are ready to make the investments. We are all ready to go. Yeah, as long as it makes sense for us and our customers. I think this is really for us to differentiate ourselves from our competitors, because we don't believe in doing the same thing again and again. Doing the same thing again and again doesn't create progress. Doing different things better is where progress comes. And the third step is how we leapfrog competition. So we do a preemptive strike, we differentiate, and we leapfrog. I think this is the way that we can stay ahead. It's our DNA. With this mantra that is going around in our organization, we don't let the dog chase us. We chase the dog. We run as fast as possible. We push the boundaries. We innovate. Just like what you said, it's really in our DNA. It's really in our DNA.
Certainly. I strongly believe we must continue to be hungry. Continue to be hungry to progress. Continue to be hungry to innovate. Right? Lest we not forget our people, our assets. Right? And we need to equip our people with the right training, with the right tool, in order to go with us in this exciting journey. That, I believe, is key to all this success story.
You know, folks, talking about hungry, you know what I'm especially hungry for? Lamb shank. Shall we discuss over lunch?
Yeah, okay, shall we listen to you're hungry? Come on, lunch on me, guys. Let's go.
Sure?
Yay, let's go.
Lamb shank.
Lamb shank, man.
I wouldn't mind a durian actually.
Durian and lamb shank.
There's two things. It's either